Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 27, Powell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He was brought down there by Julian Love. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Second down, Howell back to pass. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Tyron Johnson. 37 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Powell. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And Howe will throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On fourth down, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. Here's Howell to throw on second down. That one complete out to Dotson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
And Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 40 now on second down. Howell. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
McCaffrey on the counter. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
McCaffrey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional round weekend. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Again, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Howell, 3rd and goal. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd and 10, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Throwing on second down, Jones. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On third down, Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Jones on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on second down, Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Man, this shit's crazy. I can't believe how many drops I'm getting and overthrows. Like, I've had dudes wide open and they're getting overthrown and getting these weird-ass animations. Like, come on.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell.
Good D.
Knocked away.
Good D.
Incomplete. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Howell.
No, get there. Fuck, get there. Damn, that would have been big.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there.
That was probably a PI, but whatever.
The Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory.
I'll take a break. I didn't need a fucking break.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking left side,
first, baby.
No,
he was on the ground.
And a big turnover there as his guys.
He was on the ground. How is that a fumble?
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway.
Oh
there.
my God!
Yeah, as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
I can't believe that shit. He was on the fucking ground.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So Nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
From the 17, Howell.
Nope.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
From the gun on third down, Howell. To the sideline, he's got the catch.
Where was my DB at? Why is he so far off?
Two catches
I was
now
pressed.
in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Howell. That would complete downfield to Thomas.
D-lineman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, Howell to throw.
Thank you. I read that like a book. That was a book, baby.
Julian Love picks it.
Need a score there, bro. I read that like a fucking book.
That could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Come on, we need to stop, please.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Give me a fucking bullshit fumble. I can't even believe that. That still fucking irritates me right
now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception.
Good shit,
so
Carlos.
See if they can right the ship
Good shit, Carlos.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Oh, what the I'm trying to get a fucking SWAT animation, not dive. What kind of bullshit was that?
Howell throwing on first down here.
Oh my God.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Howell's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And once more, Howell back to the air.
God damn it.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Howell throwing for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
So fucking ass, bro.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
What to do.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On second and a couple. Jones.
Honestly, I'll take that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Jones.
Good catch, Slayton. Good catch, boy.
The Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark.
Big fucking catch right there, dude.
They really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Now look at this. They get the turnover.
That's why I always
It's
highball.
intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
He was fucking
and the
beat.
Commanders are going to
Fucking A, he was beat.
The football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 45 on second down, Powell. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now. Powell.
Oh, get there.
As he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now he'll look to throw it.
Yes! Thibodeau!
Under pressure.
Yes, Kayvon!
Go down. Sacked back at the 31. Finally,
why when I fucking needed you, dude? Good shit.
Game, multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Oh, did he miss it? God, sneak out left.
Is right through. And in
why
the
when I
fourth
fucking
quarter,
needed you,
this
dude?
game is tied.
Let's go.
Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game.
I'm so tired of these overthrows.
A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones.
No way! There's no way!
Buda Baker with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making
God,
the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And the tackle there by Micah McFadden. Second down and 8.
Trying to fucking audible. It won't even let me audible, bro. Fucking do my hot routes, please.
To the red zone. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
Fuck, this is big. Fucking 2 bullshit picks on those corner routes, bro. Golly. Come on, bro.
Going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Howell.
That's okay. Actually, that's okay. I'm going to take that. I'll take that, actually. So I can still try to go down and score.
And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Oh, my God, miss.
Point after up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Now Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
To throw is Jones. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Jones looking around. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now Jones.
That's the same way I've lost so many times. How is that a drop?
The win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now
I still say I lost because of that fucking fumble, bro. That fucking fumble changed this whole game.
Get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That fumble changed the whole fucking game.
Washington moving on.
All right, I'm out of here,
as
y'all.
we say so long.